Gordon Rodger Alexander Buchanan Parks was an American photographer, musician, writer, and film director who became prominent in U.S. documentary photojournalism in the 1940s through 1970s, particularly in issues of civil rights, poverty, and African Americans, and in glamour photography. Parks was the first African American to produce and direct major motion pictures, developing films relating the experience of slaves and struggling Black Americans and creating the blaxploitation genre. He is best remembered for his iconic photos of poor Americans during the 1940s taken for a federal government project, for his photographic essays for Life magazine, and as a director of the 1971 film Shaft. Parks was also an author, poet, and composer. At the age of 25, Parks was struck by photographs of migrant workers in a magazine. He bought his first camera for $7.50 at a Seattle, Washington pawn shop and taught himself how to take photos. The photography clerks who developed Parks' first roll of film applauded his work and prompted him to seek a fashion assignment at a women's clothing store in St. Paul, Minnesota, owned by Frank Murphy. Those photos caught the eye of Marva Lewis, wife of heavyweight boxing champion Joe Louis. She encouraged Parks and his wife Sally Avis to move to Chicago in 1940, where he began a portrait business and specialized in photographs of society women. Parks' photographic work in Chicago, especially in capturing the myriad experiences of African Americans across the city, led him to receive the Julius Rosenwald Fellowship in 1941, paying him $200 a month and offering him his choice of employer, which in turn contributed to being asked to join the Farm Security Administration, where his chronicling the nation's social conditions under the auspice of Roy Stryker. New York City native Keith Major's love for photography and art began in his preteen years when he attended after-school programs at the Brooklyn Museum of Art and Pratt Institute. Keith specialized in photography at New York's highly regarded High School of Art and Design, and after graduation attended the prestigious Rochester Institute of Technology, where he earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. With more than 30 years of experience and a roster of A-list clients to include major corporations such as Sony Music, Colgate-Palmolive, Essence, and Cosmopolitan, Keith has achieved his childhood dreams and established a sterling reputation as one of New York's most talented and productive commercial photographers. Keith Major.